If you can imagine being lost in Russia, not being able to read any signs or read a word, you'll know what it is like for someone who is illiterate. Someone like Michael van Wyk, for example. 13 years old and in Standard 4, this video recording of him was taken 2 months ago. Given a simple story, the only word he could read was I. For his mother, Liz Clark, it has been a long and uphill battle, a battle that started in 1990 when Michael was in grade 1. Over the next 3 years, all his reports from Melville Primary will indicate that he struggles and that he cannot keep up with his class. An independent report from the Child Health and Development Institute also confirmed that Michael functioned in the average range of intellectual ability, but that he suffered from attention deficit disorder and a learning disability.
They've always said he's had dyslexia, but he's had it like a severe dyslexia. And they said they don't think he'd ever read. So he'd have to go into, like working with your hands. He'd have to eventually go into school.
Michael was then referred to Forest Town, a remedial school in Johannesburg. For the next 3 years, he received intensive speech and occupational therapy in addition to his normal curriculum. But still, he failed to make progress. This year, it was recommended that he be sent to a practical school. Clutching at straws, Liz decides to take one last gamble with Michael's future. In Pretoria, she is told, there is a man who doesn't believe in attention deficit disorder or learning disabilities. With a doctorate in education, Dr. Jan Strydom is turning established theories upside down. He is also the mastermind behind Audiblocks, a system designed to lay the foundation for learning.
If you get a child who cannot count at all, it will be impossible to teach him to add and subtract. And in the same way, there are also certain things that a child must learn first before it becomes possible for him to learn to read.
Show me the words that you can recognize.
From this video recording, it is abundantly clear that Michael never mastered those fundamental skills. Is it possible then that a crash course with Audiblocks can turn things around for him?
Yeah?
This is Michael's first day on the course. During the following 2 weeks, he achieved things that he never thought possible. The system is remarkably simple, but these little coloured blocks, according to Dr. Jan Strydom, are the keys that could unlock Michael's illiterate world. For 8 hours every day, Michael and his Audiblocks teacher, Helene Goos, go through the course, which is designed to prepare him for reading. First of all, he must learn to pay attention, to concentrate, and then to remember. For Michael, as for any other child, to succeed at school means having to write exams. And in those exams, he will have to prove that he remembers what happened in class during the term or the year. So, even though we may not realize it, the first thing that one has to learn is how to remember. And that's what's happening here. The basic skills of learning, like perception, interpretation, discrimination, patterns, and sequencing, seem to fall into place as each section of the course is mastered. It may sound complex, but in reality, these skills come into play all the time while a person is reading. Have you seen a correspondence between a child learning to play this game better and better and a child learning to read better and better?
Yeah, well, I've seen Michael. I mean, Michael could read one word when he came here. And at the moment, Michael can read 302 words.
How long have you been working on Audiblocks now?
For 7 days.
For 7 days. And what can you do? What can you show us today?
Lots.
Lots. Okay. Show us.
Chapter 1. Looking for a dream. I want to go to the big city, says the child to the man. I want to see more, learn about life, see great things, and play with people.
We did it in 2 weeks. We did make a tremendous difference. But what one must understand is that his problems are not solved yet. What we wanted to achieve in these 2 weeks was to really give him a big lift so that he can immediately start feeling better about himself too.
Makes me feel nice, because I never knew how to read. Now I can read.
Why is it so important?
Because say if you are dropped off at a certain address and you have to find your way to another address, you won't be able to because you won't know the names of the streets.
Liz, do you see the difference?
Like before, he wouldn't try because he thought, well, he couldn't. So he'd just give up and he'd just say, I can't. And now he realizes he can. So he actually tries. He reads all the signs. You know, it's like a miracle.